Hello, welcome back to Wikipedia. In today's episode, we're going to recap on the movie The Eternals. Please relax and enjoy this spoiler ride. The film begins with a scrolling text that describes a brief history of the Celestials and Eternals. The film jumps back and forth in time, telling us everything the Eternals did in history, including assisting humanity in developing technology to the point that they could manufacture a Hiroshima bomb and the conquistadors' conquest of America. They also protected the world against the alien monsters, known as the Deviants, until the 1500s when they thought they had exterminated the last of them. Tina is the one who devised them by attacking the group, although she does not murder anyone. Ajak, the Prime Eternal, offers security to Tina's condition in exchange for her memories in order to avoid such attacks, but Gilgamesh intervenes and promises he will keep an eye on her. Druj then launches into a long diatribe about how he doesn't like watching humans butcher each other, so he grabs a few of the surrounding fighting humans and flees. Gilgamesh and Tina decide to live together in Australia. During the period that Icarus is away from Cersei, Sprite and Cersei becomes friends. Cersei begins dating Dane Whitman while also working as a primary school teacher. Kingo traverses the world and finally becomes a well-known Bollywood actor, even pretending to be in his own descendants inside a fictitious family in order to continue acting. Druj establishes an Amazon colony. Phastos eventually has a family, including a son and a husband. For centuries, Mercury has resided on their ship. Cersei, Icarus and Sprite go looking for their leader, Ajak, who they find dead, having been attacked by the Deviant, who now has healing powers and later becomes Crow. Ajak has an orb in her chest that allows her to communicate with the Celestial who created them. When Cersei discovers the body, the orb enters her and allows her to communicate with the Celestial who created them. The team then goes into Kingo's location to collect him while he is filming. They travel the majority of the movie aboard his private plane, where his valet accompanied them to record the documentary. To collect Gilgamesh and Tina, they fly to Australia. Cersei uses the orb to communicate with the Celestial once more. They learn that the Celestials dispatch the Eternals to guard a seed placed deep within the earth. As long as the population grows, the seed will grow into another Celestial. Deviants were created by the Celestials to kill predators on walls in order for the intelligent population to thrive. Instead, they evolved and began hunting everything down. As a result, the Celestials ordered the Eternals to kill the Deviants in order for the population to rise. When the seed has finished developing, the Emerging begins destroying the globe, eventually forming a new Celestial once the planet has been completely destroyed. The Immortals' minds are then wiped and they are sent to destroy the new planet. Because Tina's memories were not totally obliterated, she is becoming insane. They try to persuade Druj to assist them in putting the Celestials to sleep after obtaining this information. Crow feeds Gilgamesh and then becomes more humanoid in a fight scene with the Deviants. After some persuasion, Druj admits that he can't do it alone and that he will need a machine built by Phastos to even consider it. So they all go get Phastos, but the other Eternals aren't convinced that his husband is the one who persuaded him to help. So they all return to Mercury's main ship in the desert, where they inform her of the situation. Druj will be in control of the Celestial if Phastos can connect them all in a unimind condition. Icarus finally snaps when people start taking sides and demand that he help the team make a decision. It flashes back to him feeding Ajak to Crow and the other Deviants, causing them to evolve further. He's also known their mission for a long time, but when he discovered Ajak didn't want to destroy the walls any longer, he killed her. After witnessing the Avengers bring back everyone from Thanos' snap, Ajak decided to intervene with the Emergence. The Avengers bringing half of the population back also sped up the Emergence according to Ajak. After a fight with the group, Icarus and Sprite decide to live together. Kingo also departs because, while he agrees with Icarus, he does not wish to confront his buddies. Then Cersei is persuaded by Tina that what she is doing is correct and that they must save the Earth. After Cersei is convinced to continue their mission to save the Earth, Phastos takes the sphere that allows Cersei to talk to the Celestials to create bracelets to connect the Eternals. They then fly in their ship to the source of the Emergence. They communicate with Druj after they arrive and attempt to control the Celestial. Icarus attacks the group, hurting Druj and preventing him from completing his link to the Celestial. They then determine that Cersei should utilize her abilities to link to the Celestial in order to kill it. Crow enters and has a battle with Tina, while the rest of the group distract Icarus. Tina kills Crow, regaining control of her memory in the process. Phastos and Mercury are effective in holding their own against Icarus. At one point, Phastos has Equus trapped and unable to use any of his powers using some kind of power dampening device he made in the moment. Cersei tries to link the Celestial, but Sprite appears and stabs her in the back with a dagger. Druige then comes out of nowhere and knocks out Sprite with a rock. Cersei establishes a connection with the Celestial and begins transforming it into stone. Equus breaks free and tries to stop her, but realizes that he can't because he loves her. Cersei then reconnects with the Celestial, but this time with the assistance of the other Eternals, transforming it totally into stone. Equus begins to cry as he cannot decide whether to continue fighting them or join them. Following this, Equus soars directly into the sun. Cersei utilizes the last of her power from connecting to the Celestial to transform Sprite into a human. However, it is unclear whether she retains her abilities. Druige, Athena and Mercury embarks on a search for additional Eternals in their ship. Thane declares his love for Cersei and is ready to reveal a family secret when she, along with Phastos and Kingo, is taken into space by Arishem, who is enraged by their disloyalty but chooses to spare humanity if the Eternals' memories demonstrate that humans are worthy of life. Before disappearing into a singularity and taking a trio with him, he pledges to return for judgment. In the mid-credit scene, the Eternal Eros, Thanos' brother, and his helper Pip the Troll pay Athena, Mercury and Druige a visit and offer them a partnership. Dane Whitman is about to open an antique chest he received from his family, which houses the famed ebony blade, when an unknown person, named off-screen as Blade, asks him if he's ready. The end. Hope you enjoyed this recap. Kindly subscribe to this channel below, and don't forget to leave your comments and recommendations into the comment section below. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.